Will Substack help me find my readers? Will it help me make money? I recently got an email from a fellow Ohioan writer, and like a lot of creatives, he was wondering if Substack can help his creations be found. The truth is, I can't tell you how to make money on Substack. I can't guarantee that you'll grow your subscribers. I can't give you a formula to connect your creations with the right people. And I certainly can't promise that Substack or any other platform will turn into a full-time income or the funnel you've been looking for. But what I did tell this creative, and now you, if you want a home to build your body of work that compounds and honors your voice and is a new way to help readers support you, Substack is worth considering. And here's why. Personally, before I came to Substack, I had tried all the online guru advice. I tried to reverse engineer income, trends, formulas, and what works on other platforms. But all it did was contort my creations. It never felt quite right in my gut. So I came to Substack because I wanted to do things differently. I wanted to create freely and focus on making what felt good to me. Not because it would drive viewers, not because it was something I knew would make money even though I wasn't into it, but because I felt excited about an idea and I couldn't wait to share it. I truly had something to say or a way to help people, not just more noise for consistency's sake. And that was the exact opportunity I found here, plus more. In addition to being able to create what I want, how I want, I've also seen my momentum grow from Substack's built-in features. And yes, that has included some income too. But first things first, it's important to note that I didn't come to Substack with my goal to make money. And it is not my household's full-time income stream. If that's your goal, that's amazing. And there are some incredible women that I've met whose goal is to help you find your path towards that. I've linked them below in the description. Instead, the intent that I bring, not just to Substack, but to these videos and mini courses I create too, is centered around sharing my experiences so you can tune into what's right for you, whether that's Substack or not. And if it is Substack, then my goal is to pass on my learnings so you can skip the trial and error I went through and get right to creating your way and uncovering what success feels like to you. So before I hop into the specifics on how I approach this platform, how Substack might support your expression, and the opportunities that are available when you are there, I found it helpful to pause and tune into what your intent is before you come to the platform. Does it need to be your full-time income? Does it need to be your creative home base? What's its purpose? Watching this video through the lens of that answer will help dictate if this space can support you. That being said, here are the 3 opportunities I found on Substack that might be supportive to your growth and goals too. First and foremost, simply being on Substack is going to allow you to be exposed to and find more people who might be interested in the work that you do. Not only just being on Substack might get you in front of other people since there is such a large community there, but then a couple of built-in features, again, simply from being on Substack, can help you meet more people. One of those is the recommendations. This is where somebody can suggest your publication, and when somebody is signing up to join their publication, it will say, hey, this person also likes these pieces of work, and you could be one of them. It has brought me in 164 new people into my world, new subscribers, not just followers, but people whose email addresses I have and can actually communicate with directly. So I think that's a huge, amazing feature that it's not focused on followers, it's not focused on likes. In this case, it's focused on direct connection with your community. Another amazing built-in feature that could help you find more people and therefore potentially reach some income goals is the ability to collaborate. It's very simple on Substack. In this case right here, I went on live with another fellow Substacker. Her name is Lindsay. And the 2 of us hopped on live. It was super easy. When we were done, we were able to hit publish. And our entire collaboration not only went out to my list, but then she was able to choose and have it go out to her list too. In doing so, we were able to cross-pollinate. The people in her world got to meet me and vice versa. And we were able to support each other's growth and our communities in that way. So again, just being on Substack could mean that you'll be found because you are available in a new place with lots of people. But then this built-in feature of recommendations and of collaborations can help you be seen by even more people. Taking it to the next level is being smart about how you title things. So the beautiful other part about Substack is it is very SEO focused. So if you're thinking about titling your pieces, not changing the work you do so that it's clickbaity or so that it's something that you're only creating because you know people want it, but instead taking a second to think about what you're titling it in a way that somebody might be searching it informationally, how to, educationally looking for something, or because it's curiosity inducing. Again, not clickbaity, but something that if somebody's scrolling, let's say along notes, which is another place you could be featured, it is the social media side of Substack. And so while there is ability to be found, it also is like social media, which means sometimes you might not hear anything. So I don't like to talk about notes a lot. There is a video that you can watch that I've made that will tell you more about notes and how I use it. But if you're focused on SEO specifically and how you're naming it, so that people who might be curious about what you have to say will see that title and click on it. Not only that, but if it's keyword friendly, you're thinking about what are people searching around this topic. A big one for me is slow living. If I'm smart about how I both title it and then also with how I use this SEO section down here, it might allow me to be found by more people. I have had people come to me because they have Googled something, because they have searched on different search platforms, and because I was smart about what I put in my title. I have a lot that I can do here in my SEO description to make this even more impactful, but also thinking about what I put in this post URL like here. All of those things have allowed me to be found simply from the act of creating, not from doing any additional things. Just to hit this home a little bit more, if you do look at my stats when it comes to traffic, you will see that I have gotten not only free, but some paid as well, simply from Google. New people have entered my world, not just from search on Google, but other things I like to think about are YouTube. That's more search than it is social, as well as Pinterest. Those are more drivers to my work. And simply by being smart about how I wrote it, and my last point for you is by putting my work in other places, all of those things have attributed to my work being found. So whether that's sharing my work on YouTube, creating pins for it on Pinterest, leaving on Instagram just a billboard, I'm not there, I'm not active, but if somebody does search slow living on Instagram, I can pop up because I put it in my description. I made my images say, hey, this is where I live over on Substack, and it has brought in a few people. Not only that, but the last search platform that I've thought about that I send out my work to, it doesn't just live on Substack, is the podcasting space. But I do it not from the traditional podcaster way. Instead, all I do is read the work that I've already created and have it sent there. And sometimes I have found that people have searched there for that information, which then has allowed them to come over and see me and more of the work that I do. Ultimately, Substack does feel different. It feels closer to magazines, books, letters, and albums. People there want connection, nostalgia, textures, images, thoughtfulness, confinement. And Substack has given me that. Plus, ownership of my work, a living archive, bodies of work that compound into more, like books and journaling cards, and a community that wants to support it all. And yes, a new income stream, but from potency, not from pressure. From my experience, the results everyone's looking for are a byproduct of your authenticity, creativity, conviction, and alignment. Not some one-size-fits-all magic pill type of formula any one person can give you. It's personal, and it comes from lived experience, and that's up to you. So while I can't promise that Substack will make you money, what I can say is there's room for you here.